You sure do like to share your opinions, talking big like somebody's listening. Nobody's listening. It's so fun and games until it doesn't toss me out. I'll hit the ignition. Now you listen. Hop up in the window. Smaller and smaller you fade out. Hop up in the window. Yeah. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity. Trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane. Trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, watch me levitate. Try to paint me like a no-name, so sorry, but we're not the same. No, we're not the same. Boo-hoo, poor you, please forgive me, cause I don't feel any pity. I'm fed up with lies, you wanted my demise. Now you're watching me rise. Up in the window, smaller and smaller you fade out.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now.
Good morning. Welcome to another deadline stream, the 25th deadline stream of the season. And of course, it is a double game week for Man United and Brighton as well. We shouldn't forget Brighton because I'm sure the Brighton players will actually outscore the Man United players. But the Man United players are what we're kind of getting excited about because that's where our captains lie for a lot of people, etc., etc. How are we all doing this morning? I'm pretty tired, actually, if you must know. I'm already rubbing my eyes, which is not a good sign. But the deadline is an hour and 19 minutes. So I'm going to bring my team up in just a second. The one good thing I've got now is because I've started using FPL.team for doing the transfer stuff. I can show that much easier on the screen. So when I'm thinking about different transfers, I'll be able to show you on the deadline stream now, which is nice. Anyone not got their transfers locked in yet? Because I don't. I still haven't made my transfers. I think Salah's price rise last night probably makes me now have to get him next week, unless I really want to sell Foden, which I don't think I do, to be honest, against Norwich. So I'm probably going to get Fernandes. I've gone up and down in confidence levels. Like originally, I was like really worried about Ronaldo. Then I was like, I really want to get Fernandes. Now I'm like, maybe I should just get Salah and captain Ronaldo. I think I think there's a good chance Ronaldo plays both games. I'm not as worried about his minutes as I was. I don't really know why. Maybe it's just like a knee-jerk reaction. Oh God, Ronaldo got benched, panic. But I expect he probably starts both games. You don't have any Man United players, so I don't trust them. Fair enough. Simply FPL raid. Hello, Simply FPL. Good morning. Hope you're doing well, and all your viewers too. Let me just pin that tweet to my profile. You're going to let us know if you get team news. Yeah, but I think people think, like, I got Man United team news once, right? The person that messaged me about the Man United team news for the Ronaldo benching, like in game week 7, I think it was, he's never, ever messaged me since. Like, not even once. Not even about other stuff that's not team news. So, yeah, if I personally get team news, I will let you know as soon as I get it. But otherwise, like, the thing is, I think people, unless there's like, do you know what I mean? Like a last minute COVID test or something that someone's not going to be able to play, then I think Fernandes and Ronaldo both start this game. I don't really see any reason why they wouldn't. So that's not really going to help us because it's the second game that's the problem, I think. I'm not going to go and check people's teams. No, sorry. There's just too many people watching to do that these days, you know. And I'll try and get to super chats as soon as possible. Don't tell me I've missed them because I haven't. It's just not always quick to it's not always possible to get to them straight away. Or sometimes at all, to be honest. Like last stream, I know we missed some. Hello from Oman. Hello. Hello. Okay, let me get my team up as it stands. I just looked at my team and I thought, is that Salah? But no, it's not Salah. It was just Jota. So this is the team as it stands. I mean, I guess I should put King just in case the power goes down and I can't make a transfer or my moves. I should put King first bench. But this is how it looks at the moment. So I'm probably going to do Gray to Fernandez. In fact, I just look. This is on FPL.team. I should probably have the same team up though. So I'm probably going to do Gray. This is what I've been talking about this like for the last couple of videos. I think this is probably what I'm going to do. And I'm probably going to do Antonio to Broya. I'm not massively happy about it because it does mean I don't get Weghorst next week and I've got to get him in game week 27. And I'm also slightly worried that there could be double game weeks in 28 now. I think that's one thing I've not considered a huge amount is what if Chelsea and Arsenal get a double game week in 28? I'm kind of screwed. I got no players. I'm probably forced into a wild card, to be honest with you. But that's probably what I'm going to do. And this will probably be my team for this week. 3 Man United, Trossard as well. I'm okay with that. Man United do well against Southampton. The only annoying thing this week is Man United is the first game. So if Man United players blank in that game, I feel like that's week over already. I feel like that will be week over. Yeah. Yeah, wildcard in game week 28 could be decent anyway. The only thing is, right, I can sit here and just say, well, I'll just wildcard in 28, so it doesn't really matter what transfer I do. But I think it does, because I think if I knew I was wildcarding in game week 28, I might make a different move this week. The thing is, I haven't thought about it enough to realise what that move is. But for example, I'd probably sell Salah in game week 27, because I'm going to have no value wrapped up in him whatsoever, and he's not going to play, and that would let me get another big hitter in. Weghorst is the one that, I can't believe I'm saying this. Weghorst is the one I'm like not worried about, but if I go for the Fernandez move this week, I won't have Weghorst next week, which means I have to bring him in for 27. So is it better just to try and figure out a way to get him for 26 as well? Because I'm going to end up captaining him in game week 27 for sure. Last 12 meetings between Man United and Southampton. Man United wins 6 and 6 draws. Yeah, I think Southampton is a game where you could definitely get goals, but they could also definitely score against Man United as well, for sure. I said the same thing against Spurs. Like Spurs could have scored more goals against Southampton. I mean, one of the games last season was like 9-0 to Man United, wasn't it? But that was like a red card after like 3 or 4 minutes. It was mad. Even Wan-Bissaka got a goal. I don't mean like I'm worried about not owning him, but it's not. Yeah, sorry. Worry is the wrong word. I'm just worried that I'm not getting the transfers exactly right in the order that I'm doing them. But to be honest, right, I'm going to be honest. Right, I do this freaking all week, every week, FPL stuff, and I've just got a headache from the amount of fixtures and postponements and stuff like that. So I'm probably just going to get Fernandez. Screw it. Have 3 Man United players because ultimately I just want to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. And if that screws me up for game week 26 or 27, I just don't care. I just don't care. There's just too many postponements and fixes and stuff to worry about it. And let's be honest, bringing in Fernandez is not a bad move. And I'll get Salah the week after. And if Salah outscores Fernandez this week, so be it. That's a risk I am willing to take. So unless we get some team news that says Fernandez ain't starting for some reason, that's what I'm going to do. One of these deadline shoots is going to end in literal tears. At some point, yeah. I have Bruno and De Bruyne. Is it worth taking out De Bruyne for Salah when most people won't captain him anyway? I mean, ultimately, you're going to want Salah from next week. Do you think Salah outscores De Bruyne this week? If you do, just get him in. Don't worry about what other people are doing. The other thing is, yeah, that's a good question in the chat, right? Which again, I feel like I've put loads of thought into, but not really any thought at all. Is it's all well and good saying I'm just going to bring in Fernandez, but who am I going to captain? Am I going to switch it to Fernandez? Is that only because I'm bringing him in? Do I actually think that Fernandez is a better captain than Ronaldo? I don't know if I do. I think the problem is, I just think Fernandez definitely starts both. Am I 100% confident that Ronaldo does? I'm not sure I am. But I would definitely captain Ronaldo if I didn't have Fernandez. Does that all make sense? Good. Right, let's go. Let's go. Bruno captain, contemplating right now. Calvert-Lewin to Edouard, bench Foster. Calvert-Lewin to Edouard. I don't know why you would do Calvert-Lewin to Edouard, to be honest. Foden to Bruno captain. Oh, you need to fund it. I would honestly, I would rather get more pay this week than Edouard, because you get an extra fixture this week instead of next week. And more pay looks like he's starting most games. I do think he's a slight risk. I'd probably just get Weghorst instead of Edouard. Edouard's not even guaranteed to start. And Weghorst's got doubles. So yeah. Rico, that's what I would do. Simply FPL, 6 months member, thank you very much. Scott O'Brien, use 1 free transfers for Son to Bruno captain, Lloris to David De Gea, or roll. I would just roll. Like you're gaining 1 fixture this week to lose 1 next week. Just keep Lloris. Lloris is good as well going forward, 27, 28. I'll just hold him probably. Got Lamptey, start him over at Elise, Watkins, Antonio. Watkins is, I can't even, you think I'd know that all the fixtures this week. I can't remember who Villa have got. I feel like it's an easy fixture. Newcastle. Not that easy, maybe. No, it should be easy enough. I'd probably bench Elise out of all those. I like him, but he's probably the one I would bench. Smith Rowe playing double in 26 and Sterling to start this game week. Sterling, I'm not 100% sure on. I would, honestly, Luke, FF Scout _ Luke, does a really good prediction every week, and so does Emma, Jump the Wave, at Jump the Wave on Twitter. And they've got Sterling as around 57% to start. So I'm not convinced he definitely does. Luke thinks he will. So make of that what you will. I think it's iffy. Like if you were thinking about Sterling to Fernandes, that's definitely a move I would make, I think, this week. I don't know, it's Norwich though. I know why people don't want to take him out, but I think it's difficult to know if he's going to start. Smith Rowe playing the double. I don't know, he might just start once, to be honest. Because he will probably start because Martinelli was red carded. But obviously, Martinelli will probably start the other game and then Smith Rowe could be benched. So chances are he's just going to play 1 game. That's 1 more game than he usually starts, though, at the moment, to be fair. I'm terrified to go without Bruno. I've got CR7 and David De Gea and no Salah with 1 transfer to be rolled to 26 to get Salah. Okay, I don't know what the question is. Try not to play with fear. Like honestly, if you haven't got a good route to get Fernandes and you want to get Salah back, or it's just easier to not get Fernandes to get Salah next week, just captain Ronaldo. He's not a bad captaincy option, right? He really isn't. I honestly think when I bring in Fernandes, I'm probably going to captain him, and I suspect I'll regret it. I suspect Ronaldo will probably go and outscore him. As soon as Man United get penalties, then you know you're screwed. Alex, how's it going? Love the videos. Antonio and Foden to Broja and Bruno. Antonio and Foden to Bruno, or Antonio and Rafinha to Weghorst and Bruno. I don't like the idea of getting rid of Rafinha, to be honest. I'd probably do Antonio and Foden. I don't necessarily really like the move, but that's probably the one I prefer out of the 2, if you want to do it. Brighton or Man United defender in and who? The problem with Man United is it just ideally you want them to play in game week 27 against Watford. Dalot is a risk, Shaw is a risk, Maguire is a risk. It probably has to be Varane. Honestly, he's the only one that's nailed. And someone, I can't remember, I think it's FPL Hedgehog or something like that on Twitter. I might have the wrong handle. Even they said to me, Varane could possibly at some point get a rest, which is true. But I think the most nailed Man United defender is Varane. So if you're going to go that way, if you're going to go Brighton, I think it has to be Cucurella if you've got the money. If not, Dunk. And then probably Webster after that. That's the order I go. I would skip buying Lamptey personally because I just don't think you can rely on him starting twice. If Lamptey starts twice in the double game week, then happy days for owners, honestly, because he's such a good option. But I just don't think it's worth the stress, to be honest. There's 3 other players I would get from 3 other Brighton defenders I would get before Lamptey. We all want Lamptey to be nailed for 90 minutes every single week. He would be in all of our teams probably, but he just isn't. Varun has a go in. I have 2 free transfers, 0.9 million. Do I need to wildcard? Probably not. De Bruyne, Sterling, Antonio, Alonso, Martinelli, Tomiyasu, Lloris. Oh, okay. I didn't... hang on, let me see. Yeah, Tomiyasu's still out, isn't he? So you've got Tomiyasu still out. Martinelli's only going to play once in the next 3 weeks. Alonso, I mean, Chelsea could have a double in 28, so Alonso might be worth holding. I don't think you need... I think with 2 free transfers, you can probably get away with that wildcard and just take a -4 or -8. Yeah, it's probably okay, to be honest. Just build towards next week. You have not done anything wrong there. That's just FPL. It's annoying. Tomiyasu gets injured. Martinelli gets a red card. Like, it sucks. But I don't think you need to panic. James Ward-Prowse, I just never fancy him as an option. The thing is, he is on penalties, right? And he is nailed. So, like, you know, we always talk about, like, per 90 stats. And, like, for Foden, for example, his stats are really good. But he doesn't get 90 minutes a huge amount of the time. Like, either he starts and comes off at, like, 70 or something like that, or 80. Or he just doesn't start. Whereas at least Ward-Prowse just always plays the 90 minutes. But I still... He's okay, I guess. I just don't think he deserves a... I don't think he warrants a place in our team. I was going to say deserves, but... There we go. Do I think Dalot will start both games? Honestly, I just can't help you with that. I would not be shocked if he starts both games, but I also would not be shocked at all if he misses one. Like, it's just the way it is. He is first choice. I've got no doubts about that. But that doesn't mean that a player can... do you know what I mean? Like, Foden is first choice, for example, at Man City, but doesn't mean he's not going to miss a game along the way. So there are... I don't know. I just think if you also want them in Game Week 27 as well... The thing, you buy Dalot, you're not only running the risk of whether he starts both games in 25. I think the Watford game in 27 is also like 3 days before Champions League. So is he going to start all 3 of those games? He could do, but there is risk there. I think that's all I can say. He's first choice, but there is risk about his minutes. Like, Wan-Bissaka could play at some point. I think with Dalot, I don't know if that's where I would spend my transfer. I have considered a lot bringing him in, but I don't think I'd use my transfer there. I think if I had Dalot, I would definitely play him 100% and just hope he starts twice. But I don't know if I'd use a transfer to bring him in, to be honest. I think I'd maybe even rather go to, like... I mean, Ben Davies isn't completely nailed either, I guess. And Dyer's injured, which is a bit annoying. But you got, like, Romero at Spurs, maybe. You could go for Ben White, although obviously doesn't play this week. It's tricky, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of bringing in Dalot, I don't think. It's annoying because he could start all 3 of those games and then he would be a really good option. But I don't know. Do I reckon Edouard is benched again? I don't know. I mean, if I had to put money on it, I would assume he'd probably start after getting a bench in last time. But the problem is, there's no guarantee. So if you're an owner, you could just run the risk one more time, but he probably would come off the bench for a cameo. If you don't own Edouard, I just wouldn't bring him in. I said that last week. I definitely think that this week. Just wouldn't go for it. If you're going for a Palace player, you've probably got to go for Zaha, who's probably the most nailed attacker. Maybe Elise, possibly. But even he is not 100% nailed, right? He's played really well, so he might keep his place. Crystal Palace fans, let me know in the chat. But Zaha is the one. And I say Zaha, not Gallagher, because Gallagher is not going to play 2 games in the double because he's on loan from Chelsea, so he has to miss that game. Who to bench this week? Ramsey, Dennis, or King? You're on a wild card. Okay, if you're on a wild card, right, why have you got Dennis and King? I know they've got double game weeks next week, but they are not playing. If I was wildcard, there's no way I'd have both of them. I'd honestly rather put Broyer in, and then I would bench him probably this week. And although he doesn't have a double next week, he does have good fixtures from 27, and he saved a bit of money as well. I don't know. I just Dennis and King. Like people are thinking of wild. I mean, okay, fair enough. They will have played their double by now, but some people are thinking of wild card in 28, and part of the reason is to get rid of both those players. I think if you're using a wild card, you should not have both of them. I'm just saying. Why do you never mention Pogba? He's my captain. I just don't think he's a great FPL option. I did. The thing is, I'm pretty sure I mentioned him in my game week preview video. I'm almost certain I did. And then I got loads of comments saying, why have you not spoken about Pogba? But I'm pretty sure I did. But ultimately, I just don't think he's a great FPL option. The thing is, like, if he was playing where Fernandez is, like, further forward, then great. But he does play fairly deep. Like, he's cheap enough. Like, he's a good price, but I just think if I'm picking my tier list of Man United players, like in order of who I'd have this week, it'd probably be Fernandes, then Ronaldo, then De Gea, then Varane. I'd probably even put Rashford and Sancho ahead of Pogba if we disregard in price. Okay, obviously price does come into it. So yeah, I mean Pogba could do well, right? He's got multiple returns before, but he's more likely to get you an assist than a goal. Although don't get me wrong, right? Really good goal against Burnley. I don't know. I just don't. I think he's okay as a punt for this week, but I don't think he's any more than that really. Do I think Reguilon will start? I'm hoping so. I think in the double there's more of a risk. I'm hopeful he's going to start against Wolves though. But in the double there probably is some risk. I have bought him in knowing that. God, I hope he starts though. I do think like I was watching the game the other day. I do think like he is better than Emerson Royale. I feel like when I think about that game against Southampton, I'm not saying Reguilon is perfect or is even like a great defender. I feel like Southampton got a lot of joy up against Emerson Royale. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I just saying that because I like Reguilon? Maybe. Let me know in the chat. I guarantee it'll be game week 38. I'll still have Dennis and King. Yeah, maybe. Bruno top of the tier list must mean you captain him. Yeah, I'm probably going to captain him to be honest. I'm not gonna lie about it. I probably will. I don't know. It's close. It's close between him and Ronaldo. Ultimately, if you think Ronaldo starts both games, he probably is the better captain. I'd only be captaining Fernandes to kind of eliminate that risk of a possible bench for Ronaldo, but it is only possible. I'd be very surprised if he gets benched again in the next two games. I think Leeds is more likely for him to get benched. Oh, imagine if I keep Ronaldo all this time. I'm just picturing. I'm being pessimistic, sorry, and I'm picturing the worst. I'm going to keep Ronaldo all this time because I wanted him for captain this week. Now I'm going to bring Fernandes in instead of Salah, and if Salah outscores Fernandes and Ronaldo smashes Fernandes as well, then that's annoying. That's annoying. I can just that's what I'm thinking. Ronaldo has better expected points, even considering minutes. Bruno captainer, by the way. No, like if you think that's not true at all. Like Ronaldo would have better expected points on the same minutes, and maybe even slightly lower minutes. But it depends what your kind of threshold for minutes are. Like, could Ronaldo get to 120 minutes over the next two games? Possibly. And is that better than Fernandes? Yeah, possibly it is. Yeah. And the reason is just Ronaldo's goal threat is just higher. And I know like he hasn't done well recently, but he hasn't just forgotten how to score. Oh, yeah. I don't really have a great route for Salah now, though, unless I sell Foden. I just don't want to do it. If Foden wasn't starting, then I would just sell him and get Salah probably. But I'm going all in. I'm going all in and hoping for the freaking best. I'm hoping Man United smash Southampton, because if they don't, I'm going to be very worried, because I don't think they're going to smash Brighton, that's for sure. Should I bench boost? Sanchez, De Gea, nice. Robertson, Trent, nice. Cancelo, Laporte, Cucurella, nice. Bowen, Bruno, Foden, Coutinho, Elanga. See, Elanga's not guaranteed to start both. Watkins, Mopé, Edouard. You could do, but the problem is Elanga and Edouard are not guaranteed to start. So straight away you got two players you're a bit of a risk of. So I probably wouldn't bench boost. But again, I don't know what your strategy is going to be going forward. Like if you've got a wild card, I probably wouldn't bench boost that. I don't have the money now to do Fernandes to Salah, but I would have it next week when I take Foden out for Saka or Rafinha. I'm tempted by Saka next week, but we'll see. We'll see. I have no sources for Man United whatsoever, no. So early team news, we'll have to wait and see. Man United obviously a popular team, so there is often early team news, but we'll have to, yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see. Where you want to go. 2 free transfers, so I have to use one, but I don't want to change the starting lineup. Defender to take for so far for Game Week 26. Already have Dallo Regulon. Ben White, maybe. Ben White or Tierney if you can afford it. Get an Arsenal defender in. Could be good. I'd really like an Arsenal defender. I gotta be honest. I'm just not looking forward to any game weeks at the moment. Next week I'm probably gonna have no Arsenal defense, and I just know Ramsdale. Like as soon as Ramsdale gets a clean sheet, it's like bonus point City, and next week he's gonna play Brentford at home, and Wolves at home, and they are just 2 really good games for clean sheet potential, and I just think there's every chance I might take an additional hit to do De Gea to Ramsdale. I've not completely ruled that out. We'll see. I don't think I can do it, but yeah, I am considering it. I'm really worried about what Ramsdale will do in a double game week, to be honest. Maybe I should just wildcard it this week. What's in my protein shaker? Water. Just water. I've got no other big bottles, so I just use these for water as well. Pros and cons for using Rashford as captain. I mean, the con is he's not guaranteed to start both games, although it is looking good right now, and he hasn't been playing that well. The pros are, if it goes really well, and like it smashes all over Man United players, that's a huge rank increase, but it's a risk. Who is Man United's first choice penalty taker? I mean, I have to assume it's Ronaldo until we see Fernandes take one ahead of him. Andrew Edwards, new member, thank you very much. Henry Hot Dog. Foden and Maddison to Salah or Bruno and Ramsey. I mean, that really depends. Do you want to captain Bruno? I'd probably go... I don't know. Like, if I could afford to go straight to Salah, I feel like I probably would just take the opportunity and just captain Ronaldo now. But if you want to captain Bruno, then you got to go for him. Ben, thank you very much. Domster, which defender in for Regulon? Why are you selling... I don't know why you'd be selling Regulon. Oh, sorry, Rudiger. Jesus Christ. Rudiger. I mean, that really depends. Like, if you want, you could get Cucurella if you want a double game week defender this week and someone with a nice fixture in game week 27. Robertson, if you've got not got triple Liverpool already. Regulon, I still think is okay. Varane, if you really want a Man United defender. You could just get Tierney if you can bench him this week and have him for next week. Like, there's a few. You could just go straight to Laporte, who's great as well, even though he's got no double. Minamino and De Bruyne are out. Rafinha and Bruno captain in. Nice. Like it. You got double game weeker for this week, captain. Double game weeker for next week, and Rafinha, decent. Ronaldo to Watkins. Ronaldo to Watkins to Fun Gray to Bruno. No, I don't think I'd use 2 transfers to switch Ronaldo and Bruno, to be honest. Why is no one talking about Rashford or Sancho? Well, mostly because, one, no one wants to captain them, really. They haven't really done anything recently. Arguably, they're not guaranteed minutes either, because it was only the last few games where they both started playing like all the time. Like 2 games, maybe 3. Elanga was starting before that, so you don't even know which one's going to start. Obviously, with Greenwood not in the squad being suspended, there is more chance of one of them starting every single game. I like them as punts, but it just doesn't work for me. I've thought about like Gray. I've thought about Gray to. Hang on, maybe I need to think about that some more. Actually, I have. Hang on. I've thought about it, but obviously not enough. If I did Gray, oh yeah, the reason I kind of didn't look at this is because if I do it, I'll sorry, yeah. Let me start again. The reason I did look at this once and then kind of came back off the idea is because I wasn't really happy about captaining Ronaldo, but it is something I could do, and then I wouldn't have to sell Antonio this week. But then I think in game week, I don't think it really solves my problem. I'll come back onto your question in a minute because I would probably want to go Weghorst. Yeah, I'd still be 2 million down. I don't think it works for me. And even if I sell Foden to a 6.2, yeah, I can't afford Saka or Rafinha. Like, if Martinelli was an option, that would be an option. And that would require 1 less hit, but it just doesn't work for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with Foster. Yeah, that would have been nice. Maybe as a punt instead. But yeah, that's basically why. That's basically why. people aren't looking at Rashford or Sancho. They haven't done anything. They're not necessarily guaranteed minutes, and no one wants to captain them. That is basically why. That site is FPL.team. I keep mentioning like every video, and then no one's ever seems to like hear what I'm saying or read the screen. Maybe I need to get a new screen for it, but it's just easy to switch between the two. Is it worth this week to bench boost? I have Guaita, Luca Dean, Eduard, and João Pedro, or just leave it? No, I wouldn't bench boost that, to be honest. Is it worth to play the wild card this week? I'm thinking of a bench boost in 26. Possibly, depends on your team. I spoke about wildcard on the game week preview video. I wouldn't wildcard just a bench boost in 26 though, because, well, I guess if you've got a load of double game week players, it might be worth it. Yeah, you just need to decide when you're going to use your triple captain in the future. So, is it worth it to wildcard and bench boost in 26? Maybe, depends on the team. Goanguna, thank you very much. Joe, I have Elise, Eduard, Richarlison, Broya. Who shall I bench? Who have Palace got again? I'm so bad at the moment. Brentford. Is that this week? Yeah, this week. Brentford. Probably Broya, I would bench. Richarlison's got Leeds, hasn't he? Am I planning on getting through Game Week 27 without a free hit? Yes. Yeah. What would my strategy be if I don't have any free hit left? I would really concentrate, not necessarily only concentrate, but I would really think about players that are guaranteed to play in Game Week 27 and 30. So like Leeds players, maybe Villa players as well. If you don't have like too many Liverpool and Arsenal players, you could bring in someone like Saka, for example. Good double game week in 26. Does blank in 27, but will play in 30. You need to start thinking about those players, really. Have I done fantasy? I haven't, and to be honest, I don't think I did it last week at all. So I'm screwed, really. I'm screwed. I've given up with Sky as well. I missed the overhaul in Sky. I couldn't be bothered to go back and do it. So I missed it, and then that's it now. It's done. There's no point in even looking at it. Because I've basically got a really old team. I've got no way to overhaul it all. So yeah, Sky is done. I'll pick Sky back up next year and see how well I can do on it. Like I'm still ranked 1387 in fantasy, even though I don't even think I looked at it last week. I've got Fernandes and Ronaldo though. The thing is, I've got Sanchez, Diaz. Do you know what? My team's still all right, to be honest. I've got Mount, King, Alonso. Okay, let's make some quick changes here. Can I afford to bring it? Oh, I've got no Salah. Can I cheap defenders? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if I can think about this quickly. Let's put Ben Davies in. I've got Trossard as well. I'm killing it. I'm absolutely killing it. I need a cheap... I'm going to put Weghorst in. Screw it. I'm not really giving this much thought. Weghorst in. And another defender. How much is Cucurella in this? Huh? Hang on. Oh, Cucurella's not listed as a... Okay, that's weird. He's not listed as a defender. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Captain, Fernandes. Vice captain, Ronaldo. There you go. When it's something like fantasy, it doesn't take me long to do it. I feel like I'm more casual when I play that, and in some ways I like that. So we'll bench Mason Mount. I know you can't see this. Sorry, I'm kind of like talking through it. Mount, Trossard comes in. Davis comes out for Dunk. So in fantasy, I got double Man United and triple Brighton. I think that's fine. Jota, yeah. Ronaldo, King, legend. Weghorst and Davis on the bench. Happy days. All right, that was easy. I wish FPL was that easy. Guys, spamming in caps, read my super chat does not make me read them any quicker. Like, as always, try and get to them as soon as I can. I appreciate them, but I can't just rush to answer every single one as soon as it comes in. Like, there's other people, or like there's lots of other stuff going on. I mean, Man United won't even beat Southampton. Bro, you're doubling coming. Possibly. The thing is, remember, Man United don't have to beat Southampton for good FPL points. Just remember that. Just remember that. 1 week punts, Rashford. I would definitely, if you're going to 1 week punt, I would definitely punt on a Man United attacker. Like Ronaldo or Sancho. Rashford or Sancho, sorry. When am I wildcard? I don't know. Maybe like game week 28. Maybe after game week 30. I don't know. The thing is, I'm probably going to free hit in 30. So even if I wildcard in 28, I could free hit in 30 and then use my second one like after game week 30. So it might not be that bad. I need to start one between Luca Dean, Reguilon, and King. Start one. I really like Reguilon. I get who Villa. Why can't I remember who? I'm so focused on doubles. Yeah, Villa got Newcastle away. I don't. I think it would be between King and Reguilon for me. I'm going to say Reguilon. Reguilon, then King, then Luca Dean. You got a good squad though. If that's your bench and edit this week, Kane to Ronaldo or Kane and Jota to Salah and Edouard. No, I wouldn't do the Edouard move. The thing is, Kane to Ronaldo, like you gain. If you haven't got another Man United captain, then I'd maybe do Kane to Ronaldo. But if you do, I just wouldn't do it. A way to get your 10k steps in before the match. Very nice. I think I'm on about 6.1k. I'm probably not going to do all mine before the Man United match. Not with this. Not with the stream. What do you think about triple captain this week? I'd much rather use it on Salah next week, to be honest. I mean, I guess it's not that bad to use it this week. Just like it wasn't that bad to put it on Bowen a few weeks ago. But I think Salah triple captain looks like the most obvious thing going. Salah captain. I'm definitely going Man United captain. Definitely going Man United captain. I'm just thinking, right? Is it better to put? Let me know, right, in the chat. Is it better for me to actually use this lineup? Because I don't know. The thing is, people always ask me what transfers am I making, right? So I don't want to constantly answer that question because it gets a bit boring for everyone that's watched like the whole time. Okay, but I can't put my transfers up here, and if I do it on this screen, it just looks a bit of a mess, right? Because people want to see captain and stuff. But if I put it on this screen, I don't then want like people to. I'm not saying I'm not going to change my mind, if that makes sense. But maybe it's better just to put my potential transfers on here, with the caveat that I might not 100% do them. So this will probably be my move. This website's FPL.team. FPL.team. And Antonio to Broya will probably be my moves, I guess. So this will probably be my team. Probably Fernandes captain. Maybe I should leave this screen up instead. Let me know. Let me know. Salah for free or Bruno and Cucurella -4. I have Dalot, so can't just get Bruno. So can't just get Bruno. If you're taking out Dalot to get Bruno, I'd probably just get Salah, I think. The maker of FPL team. I've actually met him. I think I've met him anyway. I'm sure I went to a meetup in London and I'm sure he was there. I don't want to think I've got the wrong guy, but I have met him, yeah. He's receptive to change things. Wonder if he would add a button to tell people it's suggested transfers or whatever. Yeah, possibly. Although that would probably be just for those that make content, I guess. So I don't know if it's really worth it, but possibly I could ask him. What I need is someone to build me a website to have my own transfer planner. Maybe I need to build a website and have my own tools. The problem is I know nothing about building a website, so I would need someone to do it for me. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe I need someone to design me a website for my own transfer planner, which other people could use, but also I could design so it worked well on the stream. Remove Jota for Salah and Coutinho for De Bruyne and make room for Robertson next week, but -4 both weeks. I don't think it's worth using points to move Jota to Robertson, to be honest. If you can do another way to get Salah, that would be good. He added full screen mode because I asked him for streamers, so maybe he would. Yeah, possibly, yeah. Yeah, it's super handy. Like it's very clear on streams and stuff. The Man United game is off. Just spoke to Alex Ferguson. I will make you the website. Just contact me. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I feel like that's the job for next season, maybe. Maybe I should have my own website. I don't know. Let's talk FPL.com. Happy days. Who knows? Who knows? Some people are asking if I have Man United team news. I don't know, to be honest. The funny thing is, like, so there's someone that in the past has given me a couple of like Liverpool things. You know, like earlier on in the season when I knew that Simicast was starting and we spoke about it on the website and stuff like that. Sorry, we spoke about it on the deadline stream. So I said to him earlier, by any chance you know anyone at Man United? He said, yeah, I'll just text Ronaldo for you. But I think he was maybe being sarcastic. And the problem is with Man United team news again, like it's like unless there's like some random training ground injury we haven't heard about or a positive COVID test. Fernandes is going to start against Southampton. Ronaldo is going to start against Southampton. It's the second game that's the problem. Well, we ain't going to find that out right now. I've already got the domain name, by the way. I've already got it. De Bruyne or Salah for captain? I would captain Salah. If it was only between those two. Obviously, I would captain a Man United player, but yeah. Liam, how's it going? Does Fernandes and Veltman for Maddison and Alonso sound good? Does Veltman start both games? Veltman is not like 100% guaranteed to start both games. He has been starting a lot recently, but there is some risk there. If you could afford Webster, I would get him instead, to be honest for you. How many minutes do you reckon Bruno plays? He's got to start both. He could start. He could play 90 in both, couldn't he? Could happen. Like, how often has that not happened for Fernandes recently? Like, if we bring up, let's have a look. Yeah, 90, 90, 90, 88. I mean, these two games here, this was back when... Oh, you can't see them. Oh, I don't know. I hate the FPL website when it does that. But there was two games in Game Week 20 and 21 where he didn't play and he only came on for 30. But that was back when they were toying with 4-2-2-2. Like, Fernandes has to play. He pretty much always plays 90. I wouldn't be surprised if he played two back-to-back 90 minutes. By the way, I should just put my transfers on this screen so that if I do it last minute, what's the time? We've got 39 minutes to go. I can just quickly click into them. But I will put this screen up for now. Happy days. I'm not worried about Fernandes' minutes at all. I'm not worried about him starting twice. We're just discussing, whether or not he gets to 90. But I think he gets to 90 twice. The thing is, like, Ronaldo could also play. I don't think Ronaldo necessarily plays the 90 twice, but he could get like a 90 plus a 70 or two, like an 80 and 80. Like, he could get to 150 minutes or so. But I do King to Banger. You're saying King to more pay for a hit. I don't know if you're talking about my team because you just hate Josh King, or if your team. I don't know if I would. I wouldn't do that. I don't think. I guess if you need a good player for 27, then great. I expect more pay. If more pay continues to start, he probably does outscore King. But I don't know if I would do it for a hit, to be honest. I'm probably gonna have to keep King for now. I'm not going to start Broya over King, I don't think. I mean, there is a little bit of me that's tempted by that, but I'm probably not going to. King's got the home game. At some point, he's going to get a dodgy penalty. You know what's going to happen, right? After all this time, after all this time, Watford are going to get a penalty and João Pedro or Sarr's going to take it ahead of King. I could just picture it now. Need to plan for next week. All things equal, do you prefer Son or Kane? I think I prefer Kane, to be honest. I think Son is great, right? If someone wants to go for Son instead of Kane, great, he's brilliant. If someone wants to save a bit of money, great, he's brilliant. He's a midfielder that plays very central, very far forward. He's brilliant. He's a good finisher. He's brilliant. He's on set pieces. He's brilliant, right? So Son's great, but I think if it was one or the other, they were all the same price, I'd probably still go for Kane, right? Penalty taker. Happy days. Should I do De Bruyne out for Bruno this week, then move to Salah next week? If you've got no other Man United captain, I would do that, yeah, probably. Am I wildcard in Game Week 26? I don't think so. I don't think I need to. I mean, I guess I maybe if it works, but I don't think I probably will, no. I think to wildcard in 26, we'd need to know for sure whether the Game Week 28 doubles are happening or not. And I think it would be very hard to plan for both. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not giving it much thought. I'll see you next week. Kane's got 5 goals all season. Yes. And if you think he's not going to score any more goals this season, don't buy him. Don't buy him. Sterling Jota, Antonio for Coutinho, Salah and Edouard for -4. I don't like that, to be honest. Jota's good to keep. Jota's got 3 games in the next 2. Could start at least 2 of them. Antonio's got a good fixture. Edouard's not nailed. Or Sterling and Jota for Coutinho and Fernandes, and next week -4 for bringing Salah in. I don't really like getting rid of Jota, but if it's your only way to get Salah, I would do it, and I would do the second move. I would try not to have to buy Edouard, to be honest with you. Edison, Norwich, or Sanchez. Yeah, I'm going for the double game week. Go for the double game week. I mean, Edison's like almost guaranteed a clean sheet against Norwich. I get it, but I think you've got to go for the save points. And like, if Sanchez gets 1 clean sheet, then he surely beats Edison. You know. Have De Bruyne and 2 free transfers. Your thoughts on Maddison and Bernardo Silva to Ramsey and Bruno captain? Love it, to be honest. And next week, Bruno and Antonio to Salah and Weghorst. Yeah, love it, to be honest. Yeah, you get to keep De Bruyne. You get rid of Bernardo Silva. Do you know what I mean? He's lost all his confidence, apparently. Maddison, he's got rubbish fixtures anyway. I think Maddison's all right, but like the fixtures aren't great. So yeah, I like it. Mo De Bruyne captain. Love from India. Renu, thank you. Yeah, I'd go Salah over De Bruyne. Let's Salah's brilliant. Salah could absolutely destroy me this week. If I'm not captain a Man United player, then Salah is great. Salah is great. Simple as that. De Bruyne is resting for Champions League. I don't think it's guaranteed that that De Bruyne gets a rest, to be honest with you. Like he quite often starts. There's no he could just start and then start again in the Champions League. I do think there's obviously a risk because it's just 1 week, but sorry, it's only a few days to the Champions League, but it's not guaranteed. Do you know what's really interesting? This is how good Salah is, right? And this is why it's maybe a bit of a risk, to be honest. But Salah, so like on FPL Review, which I used this week on one of my videos, I think it was the transfer tips video. Obviously, it has points projections for every single week. So Ronaldo this week is 9.08. Fernandes is 8.79, right? It's quite high. It's double game week. Salah's got 1 game and he's 8.04. That's mad. That is mad. Honestly, I think if I could do the Gray and Antonio move and afford Salah, I probably would just go straight to Salah instead of getting Fernandes and just captain Ronaldo. But I'm going for the lottery ticket and going to get double Man United for now. I am worried about Salah. I would absolutely captain Salah over De Bruyne this week. That's for sure. That is for sure. De Bruyne and Bernardo to Bruno and Coutinho or Foden. I'll get Coutinho, I think, over Foden. I mean, Foden's great for this week. Then it's Spurs. Coutinho could be decent for next 2. Did you see Fabrizio Romano's recent tweet about Edison Cavani? I don't think I did, to be honest. I've been so stuck in transfer plans. What did he say? That he's definitely going this week, next week? He's expected to leave Man United in June as a free agent. Yeah, I don't think that's. I mean, I don't think he wanted to stay this year, did he? I think originally it was taught that he was going to go. Thoughts on McAllister versus Trossard? I'm on wildcard. Honestly, I'd probably go for neither. If I was going for a Brighton attacker this week and I was on wildcard, I'd probably go for more pay. I mean, if you've got to go for one, then do it. And I'd probably go for Trossard, but yeah, I'd probably go for Trossard. But honestly, I'd probably just not have to use a transfer later on, personally. Bernardo to Zaha or Rashford Sancho on a 1 week punt. Do you know what? Zaha, honestly, is not a bad option. Hopefully, he'd still be on penalties after his absolute shocker. But he's got really good fixtures and a double. The double is against Chelsea. It's not ideal, but Brentford, Chelsea, Watford, Burnley coming up. Plays in 27. Possibly will play in Game Week 30 if Palace lose to Stoke in the FA Cup as well. I think Zaha's all right, to be honest. If Rashford and Sancho is only a 1 week punt, I would probably just get Zaha. Play King or Broja. I'm playing King. You should have a deadline countdown clock. Yeah, at some point maybe. I don't think it's the be all and end all, but yeah, it would be good, I guess. Jota or Foden has to leave for Salah. Which one? Foden. I'm new to FPL. Can you quickly explain how the buy-sell value works? Yeah, so basically every time a player goes up 0.2 million while he's in your team, you get 0.1 million more selling value. So if they start at 10, they go up to 10.2, you can then sell for 10.1. There we go. Start one, Antonio or Eduard. Antonio, Dallo and Coutinho, or Ramsey and Varane. I'd probably risk Dallo and Coutinho, to be honest. I do think Ramsey's a good enabler, and Varane is probably more nailed, but I think I'd go Dallo and Coutinho out of those. Yes, 30 minutes until the deadline. There's your clock. Now just start counting for 30 minutes, and you'll have it. Have CR7 captain Bruno to Salah this week. No, if I have Bruno, I'd definitely keep him. Start one of Antonio, Gallagher, or Reguilon. Antonio. De Bruyne was captain as CR7 is a mug. Fair enough. Fair enough. I really hope Man United smash it today, so I don't have to keep hearing about how double game weeks are overrated and Man United are rubbish. Oh, I hope so. If they blank, like the deadline stream is great, but the comment section after the deadline stream is not great because it's just a lot of hindsight merchants. It's going to be a nightmare. Man United are going to blank against Southampton, aren't they? Southampton played so well against Spurs, but they were fairly open too. Start one, Antonio Eduard. Antonio. Yeah, I've done that one. De Bruyne was... Yeah. CR7's a mug. Kanishka, Foden, Bernardo, Bruno Zaha, or Bernardo Calvert-Lewin to Bruno Weghorst. I actually quite like Bernardo Calvert-Lewin to Bruno and Weghorst and get to keep Foden one more week. Like, it's not great because Calvert-Lewin's got Leeds, but I think Bruno and Weghorst is set up well for this week and next week, so I kind of like that, to be honest. Remove Trossard, Bowen, or Foden to get Fernandes. Am I really going to sell Foden before Trossard? Probably Foden. I mean, Trossard's got a game in 27 as well. Then again, I guess so has Foden, so that's not really a big problem. And isn't it Everton as well? Yeah, it's just minutes for Foden. That's tough. I guess Trossard, and without selling Foden. Man United suck, but I'm captaining Fernandes. Welcome to FPL Double Game Weeks. Andy, would you take a -8 to take Livramento or Aït-Nouri out for Dallo or another defender at 4.5 million? No. Like, Livramento's got good fixtures coming up. He's a good bench warmer. Aït-Nouri, I mean, whether or not he's nailed... I mean, he's not nailed, right? They've got options at fullback. Johnny's back. Although Johnny's been out for so long, I don't know if he's a massive issue. Marcel didn't come off, I don't think, did he? But he did look like at one point he'd picked up a knock. But I probably wouldn't sell either to Dallo or another defender. I'll just keep them both for now. I have 6 double game weeks for Game Week 25. Will I have to free hit for 26? Possibly not. No. You don't have to have like 10 or 11 double game weeks for 26. You could use a few transfers. So probably not, but I mean, I can't see the team. You'd have to decide next week. 6 double game week, it sounds like a lot of fun though. Will Magnus miss the deadline again? Hopefully not. Oh, did he come off in the end? Yeah, I couldn't remember because someone said he's going to have to come off, and then he said he's going to play on, and they kept saying he's playing on. Elanga for 4.8 million. Honestly, I'd rather buy Ramsey for Villa. Tov, thank you very much. Salam. What do you think of Dallo? I spoke about him a lot earlier, right? Essentially, this is the brief rundown of what I said earlier. He's first choice. He's not guaranteed minutes. He could start in both games in 25 and in 26 and in 27. At some point, he could miss a game. That's the risk you take. Come on, we're not still doing King or Dennis, are we? Come on. I feel like I've answered that question so much this season. You should know by now which one I'm going to say. Alonso to Veltman or Tierney for. I don't have Tierney over Veltman if you can deal with the blanks in 25 and 27. Navadette has it going. Plan to get De Gea, Bruno, Veltman for Pickford, Son, Dawson -4. Yeah. To have 4 double games. Next week's playing Salah, Kane for Bruno, Ronaldo for -4. To have 8. Yeah, okay, that sounds alright, yeah. Bowen, Foden, Cancelo, only ones with 1 game week. Yeah, no, that sounds alright. Although, I can't really get my head around it, but essentially it sounds like you're swapping Son for Kane. I don't know if you need to do that. So you've already got Ronaldo, you could just captain him and not get Bruno. But it's hard to kind of completely get my head around that plan. But in general, it sounds okay. De Gea, Sanchez for 1 week. De Gea. Jota to Salah. Or Gray to Rafinha and bench Dennis. Probably Gray to Rafinha as long as you've got a plan to get Salah next week. Do I think... Well, I mean, the question to whether I think King or Broja is better this week is on the screen, to be honest with you. How well can that be seen, by the way? I can't... Yeah, I can blow it up to that much, I think. Yeah, that's the one where... That's the one where I can kind of put it on the screen. That's the best I can do. Looks alright. Jota to Salah or Gray to Rafinha and bench Dennis. Oh yeah, I did that one. I think. Yeah, Gray to Rafinha. I only have Bruno. Would you bring a second Man United player for a hit? Rival has 3 Man United players and 4 points behind me. Probably not, to be honest. Just Captain Bruno. Happy days. Once again, I don't know how many times I can say this. Your headphones are massive. They are. I am getting through super chats. There's a lot. I can't answer them instantly. All right. So I haven't missed any. I just haven't been able to get to them. Like I said earlier on the stream, if I'm not necessarily going to be able to get to all of them in the deadline stream. There's only 24 minutes left. There's still a lot I've not even read, and obviously there's normal chat as well. So don't put them in if you're going to be worried about them getting missed. Just don't put super chats in. I'll try and get to as many as I can. Like, there's 3 people that I just said like I've missed them. I haven't missed them. I just haven't got to them yet. Yeah, I wouldn't bring in a second player for a hit probably. If I got Bruno, you just captain him. Like, because you're really talking Ronaldo or no one. If that doesn't work for your team, I just wouldn't really do it. Where's my stress ball? I haven't won FPL yet, so I don't have him. I don't have one. I don't feel that stressed. I think I'm just gonna get Fernandes and just be done with it and just captain him, and then hate my life when Ronaldo outscores him. Robertson, Foden, and De Bruyne out. Oof. No. Do you know what? I don't even need to read the second part. I don't like that at all. Robertson with a double next week. Really good double. Foden and De Bruyne with Norwich. Out for Cucurella, Salah, and Fernandes. I mean, I guess you get the extra game this week for Fernandes, the extra game next week for Salah, and the extra game for Cucurella. I feel like I don't hate that move, even though it just sounds crazy. Foden and... like that, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that move. I don't hate it, because you get Salah for next week, you get Fernandes for this week, and Cucurella extra fixture. So you're selling 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, hang on a sec. Yeah, you're selling 4... fixtures plus 3 for Robertson. You're selling 7 fixtures for 9 for a -4, and you're getting Salah and Fernandes for captaincy. Do you know what? I don't mind that move. I don't mind it, but yeah, I think you do it knowing that Foden and De Bruyne, if they start, could smash Norwich, and Robertson's great as well. But I don't think it's as bad as it first looks. I wasn't even going to read the second part, but yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I mean, I'm not saying there's not a better way you can do it, but obviously I don't know the rest of the team, and I can't look into the different transplants and stuff like that. But it sounds okay. Morpay and Coutinho for Saka and Calvert-Lewin. No, I wouldn't do that. Oh, wait, you're saying bring in Morpay and Coutinho? I don't think I would do it, right? Morpay's got two games this week, but Saka has 2 next week. So as long as you're not screwed for benching options, I wouldn't do it, I don't think. I'd rather sell Calvert-Lewin to Weghorst next week instead, to be honest. I have CR7, De Gea, and Salah already 2 for chance. Do I take Salah out for Bruno captain, then get Salah back? Probably not. Like, if you can make a different move to set up for next week, I'd probably just do that. Or if you can figure out a way to get Bruno without selling Salah, but that's going to be tricky. I'd probably just work your team for next week instead. Why not King and Dennis when I'm on a wild card now? Plan was to get in Broya after game of 26 for King. So yeah. I just think you're booking. You've got 2 players that just aren't doing that well for a Watford team that are probably now more set up to defend and attack under Hodgson. And you're setting yourself up for like a guaranteed transfer later on. I know they've both got double game weeks next week. I just don't think I'd do it. But to answer your question, who to bench, Dennis, King, or Ramsey? I'd probably bench Ramsey, to be honest. Although he's playing Newcastle, isn't he? I'd play King for sure. I'd probably bench Ramsey if it was me. Antonio and Jota for Salah and Broya, or keep Jota and get Salah next week for Bruno. Probably keep Jota and get Salah next week for Bruno. If you had De Gea and Rashford, who'd you captain? I mean, De Gea is probably the safe choice, but I'd probably captain Rashford because I always prefer captain and attacker. But I would do it knowing there's a risk for minutes for sure. I mean, the chances of him getting to 90 minutes twice are almost none, and he obviously could miss 1 game. So if you want to go safe, which probably is the better choice, just go De Gea. Can you quickly do a game at 25 free hit draft? No, I'm not going to build a free hit draft. I don't think there's really time to do it. I haven't really thought about it either. I mean, I would probably have triple Man United, Ronaldo, Fernandes, De Gea. I'd probably have triple Brighton, probably. Maybe double Cucurella, maybe Trossard. Then you have to have Salah, Robertson, Trent, maybe Cancelo, and then, I don't know, Foden, something like that. If I'm thinking about it quick. But I can't build it on the website, no. Lamptey or Webster for guaranteed nailed onness. You can't afford Salah, Kane and Weghorst next week. Not if I get Fernandes for Gray this week. The only way I could afford that is to not get Fernandes. But I can get Salah and Kane. Corey, how's it going? 15 months member. De Bruyne to Son, Fernandes to Salah next week, or both next week? I don't think I'd do De Bruyne to Son this week. I'd do it next week. Yeah. Morpay captain. Corey, go for it. I know you're a Brighton fan. Do it. I hope it works out for you. Because Morpay gets a hard time. He's not that bad. Obviously, I wouldn't do that. You know that. But I know you're a Brighton fan. So absolutely go for it. I hope you are. Antonio Gray Diaz to Broya, Fernandes and Ben White -4. Risky to go Ben White early. I mean, the only risk is he gets injured in training, right? They've got no game this week. They're just missing out, so they got a bit of extra rest. I think Ben White's fine. Like, he plays every time he's fit, right? So yeah, getting rid of Gray, fine. Diaz, I don't know if Diaz is worth necessarily getting rid of, but I guess you got to fund it for Fernandes. If I had Ronaldo, I don't know if I would do all those moves, to be honest. But it's okay, yeah. Shakalaka Mekalaka 10 months member, thank you very much. Risk De Bruyne getting rested or get Salah now or wait? I don't think De Bruyne to Salah is that bad of a move, to be honest. I mean, yes, De Bruyne could start against Norwich and do really well, but Salah is a better option, right? Virtually every single week. So if you've got one transfer, you want Salah next week anyway, I probably would just do De Bruyne to Salah. Like, if I was building a free hit team, Salah would definitely be on it, De Bruyne not necessarily. So I think that's okay to do it like that. Check Twitter. Check Twitter for what? I don't think there's any early team news or anything, is there? I haven't seen anything anyway. Son, Foden, Rafinha out. Salah, Bruno, Ramsey in -8. I mean, I don't really like this one. Rafinha's got a double next week. Son's got a double next week. I know you're getting in Salah and Bruno. I don't really like it. I feel like there's probably better ways you can do that. I guess you don't like Weetabix. I like Weetabix, yeah. But I pretty much have protein pancakes every day. Every day. Don't start putting in fake news in the chat, by the way. I've not seen any team news. By the way, I wouldn't put any more super chats in. Like, I'm struggling to get through the ones I've got right now. What protein packets do I have? I make it myself. It's like almond milk, banana, 2 eggs, oats, protein powder. There you go. Anyway, we won't get into that right now. We've got 15 minutes to the deadline. Just did De Bruyne into Fernandes and Foden into Coutinho. Have I messed up? Not necessarily. I mean, it is Norwich, right? They both start. They could smash it, but it's fine. Jing Yan Lim, thank you. Femi was planning to do Royale to Webster, but Gray is flagged, so no bench. Should I do Gray to Trossard instead and play Royale? Will he even start? Royale, I mean, he's not guaranteed to start, to be honest. You could take a hit, maybe. Gray to Trossard's okay, but honestly, you probably don't want Trossard for too long, so really think about that move. Like, if you could afford to go to Rafinha instead, that might be better. De Bruyne out for Fernandes or Salah. Fernandes, if you haven't got another Man United captain. If you do, you could just go straight to Salah if you wanted to. De Bruyne out for Salah. Oh, for Salah or Fernandes. Yeah, sorry, just that one. Ramsdale out for De Gea -4 or just play Steele. Well, I mean, Steele's not going to play, right? Sanchez is going to play. All right, hang on. Has Steele moved clubs? Hang on, has he moved clubs and I'm being an idiot? He plays for Brighton still, right? Yeah, Steele's not going to play. The thing is, if you do, I wouldn't do Ramsey out for De Gea because De Gea's Ramsey's got a double next week, so I'd maybe even just play without a keeper. If you could do Steele to, I don't know, Foster maybe, might be all right. I don't think people are selling De Bruyne like as if he's awful. I think people are just taking the opportunity that maybe he misses out because of Champions League, or at least has his minutes managed. Like, the chances of De Bruyne starting and getting to 90 minutes are very slim, I would say. And then people either want Fernandes captain or they want Salah back. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, to be honest. Like, it's not like people are just getting rid of De Bruyne because they think he's awful. Like, a lot of people just had him for captaincy last week, right? Excuse me. Not that any of you heard that. Grealish, Foden or Bernardo? Which one thinks start? Foden. Got De Bruyne and Bruno already, plus Josh. So sort out De Bruyne for Salah. Again, I've just kind of talked about it. You could if you wanted to, yeah. Would you bench Antonio or Cancelo? I think Antonio. I don't think you can bench Cancelo ever. Bill, how's it going? Thank you very much. Start who? Ramsey or Laporte? Laporte? Joel Davis, do I bench boost with Guaita, Antonio, Reguilon and King? Have 4 double game weekers playing. It's not a bad bench boost, to be honest. If you've already used your wildcard, I would probably use it. But I do think if you're going to wildcard later on, you will probably have a better time to set up your bench later. But it ain't a bad bench boost, to be honest with you. If you wanted to go in a single game week, that is not bad at all. Start double game week, Moda or Watkins Dennis? Yeah, I'm not sure about Moda. Like, he's an okay enabler, but I don't know if I would. I don't know if he's that good that I would play him ahead of Watkins or Dennis, to be honest with you. I've not seen any Man United team news. If I had it, I would let you know, but I've not seen anything. I'm not. I can't remember who is. I'm trying to remember the 2 guys that usually leak stuff. Nope, nothing there. Who's the other guy? Team news and ticks. No, nothing yet. Oh, okay. I actually see he just the guy that usually leaks stuff. He says something changed at Man United and leaks have been harder to get. No one got them last week, just the CR7 rumour. I'll be surprised if I get it this week. There you go. So it doesn't look like we're going to get any news, to be honest. The thing is, I don't think the team news is going to help us massively, because I think Fernandes and Ronaldo are going to start. I'd be very surprised if they don't. It's the second game that's the more of the problem. Start 2. Edouard, King, Broja, Dawson. Probably King and Broja. Andrew Rogers, how's it going? Thank you very much. 4 months member. Low cash Gordon to McTominay to double game week for free. Nah, I don't think that's worth a transfer, to be honest. I know McTominay's starting quite a lot. I mean, he could go and bang a goal in, but I probably wouldn't do that. Bruno and St. Maximin for Lucas Moura and Kane. Again, no, if you've got Ronaldo or someone already you could captain, I would just do that. Maybe if you don't have a captain, you could do it, but Kane's obviously got a double next week, so that's worth considering. 2 free transfers. Gray and David De Gea out for Bruno and Foster. I have Sanchez. Yeah, I don't mind that, to be honest. Although, yeah, Foster's got a double next week. It's not ideal having a Watford goalkeeper, I guess. But yeah, it's not bad, that move. Cucurella or Dunk. Cucurella if you can afford it. Nothing wrong with Dunk, though. Gray to Rafinha, then debating Foden to Fernandes. What to do? Do it if you need a captain. Watch a confident Pogba absolutely carry this Man United team this double game. He's my captain. Let's see what he gets me. Good luck. Hope it works out for you. Hopefully you get lots of assists to Bruno and Ronaldo. Start Watkins or Broja. Watkins, wait with Martin. I guess MA9 is Martinelli, is it? Sell for next game week or now? Wait, who's MA9? Who's MA9? Is it? You said I thought because you're. I don't know who MA9 is. Is it Martinelli? You're an Arsenal fan, so I'm going to guess it is. So I'd probably, I don't know. Weghorst, I'd go for Weghorst over Broja. No, it's not Martial. Is it more pay? Oh, Mikel Antonio, is it? Mikel Antonio. Okay, that makes more sense because he's asking about a striker. Okay. No, I'd probably just hold Antonio for 1 more week. I've never heard him called MA9 before, I don't think. 9 minutes until the deadline. 9 minutes until the deadline. Thoughts on wildcard team? I did a bit on wildcards yesterday in Game Week Preview. There's not enough time to go through it now. Same with the free hit stuff. Can't build free hits and wildcards on the deadline stream. There's too much going on. Captain De Bruyne or CR7? The guy with 2 games. Definitely. Morpay's an okay shout, yeah. I wouldn't go out of my way to get him in, but he's alright. De Bruyne to Bruno, Livramento to Dallo -4. I wouldn't take Livramento to Dallo for a -4. De Bruyne to Bruno, fine. Just do it for free. If doing a Premier League 11, how many non-Man City Liverpool get in? Oh my God. I don't think there's time to answer those kind of questions. Let me think of some players really quickly. I mean, Chelsea players is where I initially went to, but Trent and Robertson and Van Dijk and Laporte or Diaz is the defence, right? How many non-Liverpool Man City players get into a Premier League 11? Kante probably gets in when he's fully fit. I don't know. Probably not too many others, to be honest with you. Front line maybe if you wanted a striker. I mean, but then you got Jota, I guess. Lukaku, he's not really done much this year. Yeah, Kane. There you go. Kane and Kante. You can put Kane or Son up front, I think, instead of Firmino. But, I mean, it's harsh on Jota, right? De Bruyne can play there. Declan Rice, yeah, possibly. Anyway, look, I'm literally trying to think of it on the spot. Mendy. You're not going to get Mendy in over Alisson or Edison, to be honest with you. Anyway, look, it's FPL stuff right now. Gray out for Elise or Livramento for any double. Gray out for Elise is okay, but I mean, Elise's not... The thing with Elise, it's a bit like Edouard. I don't think he's 100% nailed on. He will start most games, but I don't know if he's 100% nailed on. Captain De Bruyne or CR7. Oh, yeah, done that one. Ramsey or Broja or Edouard to start 2 out of 3 this week. I'll probably just start Ramsey. I mean, who's Edouard got? Why can't I remember who Crystal Palace have got? I keep forgetting. Brentford. I mean, I'd maybe start Edouard and hope he starts, but there is a chance he doesn't, right? If you want to be sure for starts, Ramsey and Broja are probably the two. Is Cornet, McNeil, Weghorst, Tarkowski triple up a good idea for the next 2 weeks? It could be. Again, I don't think we need to rip our teams up to do it. Weghorst is great. Having a midfielder, possibly. And Tarkowski, if it fits into your transfers, yes, is not bad. Bench one, Royale, Cody, or King. I'll say Cody and just hope that Royale starts. If he doesn't, I hope that he comes on. Well, I don't think we're going to get team news. I'm just going to do my transfers, I think. No, I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, just in case. Decided to wildcard Sanchez, Ramsdale, Cancelo, Holgate. Any tips? Yeah. I don't know if you need Dennis, to be honest, at all. And I don't know if you need... I feel like there's probably better options than Dallo and Holgate as well. I'd maybe put in a Brighton defender instead of Dallo or Holgate, to be honest with you. And I don't know if I would have Dennis either. I'd maybe even have Morpay ahead of him. Or Morpay. Otherwise, yeah, I've not given wildcard a huge amount of thought. But that's my initial instincts. Little KSI, thank you. Coutinho or Foden? This week, Foden. Sacham, thank you very much. Is it worth going for Sanchez over De Gea for 0.5 less and United defence not its best? I mean, depends what's the situation, but if you're saying who would I rather have this week, Sanchez or De Gea, it's De Gea. Sanchez or Rashford for a gamble. I'm going to say Sancho. What's the better option, Pogba or Elanga? Probably Pogba. On a wildcard, which is better going forward, Zaha or Bowen? I still really like Bowen, but Zaha doesn't have the double, so I'd be tempted to punt. Then Rafinha or Saka. I think Saka's better for game week 26, but Rafinha just has a lot of fixtures outside of that, so probably Rafinha. I may bring in Saka next week. I've not decided. All right, got 5 minutes to go. No more super chats now. In fact, I think we've worked through them all. Excuse me. Sorry. I need to decide what the hell to do. Play Dennis single game or Lamptey double. I pretty much always play my double gaming players. I would just hope that Lamptey starts twice, but there is a chance he only plays once. No early team news. I'd be very surprised if Ronaldo doesn't start this game. It's Brighton that you want to worry about. And he could start that game too. Okay, I'm just going to make my transfers, I think. I don't know why I put that screen up, because I need to make sure. So, great. I can't believe... I'm a bit sad about selling Antonio, if I'm completely honest. I'm a little bit sad about selling him. I'm not completely happy about having to do it either, because I think I'm taking out Antonio to play King, essentially. But I guess I'm getting the double out of Fernandes. And it means I can't get Weghorst next week. Is that going to hurt me? Is he going to absolutely destroy me? He might do. Let's see what happens. An injury to Salah would make things interesting. For FPL only, obviously. I don't want him to get injured. Gray and Antonio to Fernandes and Broja. Done. Fernandes, captain. Ronaldo, vice-captain. King ahead of Broja. Broja first bench. There we go. We're locked in. Okay. Yeah, we've got 3 minutes until the deadline now. Start Broja. I don't think I want to start Broja ahead of King, to be honest with you. Maybe I should, but I'm not going to. Captain Fernandes is a huge mistake. I'm sure it is, yeah. Dean, thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying the videos. Make sure, by the way, before the deadline, while there's loads of you here, hit that like button. Go and hit it right now. We're only just over 1,000 likes, so let's get to over 2,000. And obviously, subscribe if you're around here. We'll do this every single week for the rest of the season and next season and the season after that, etc., 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 etc. Would I start Elanga or Lucadine if I had him? I would probably start Elanga, but you might not even start either game, to be honest. What Brighton defender under 4.5? Webster. Captain Ronaldo or Morpay, Ronaldo. Honestly, I got to be honest, I'm so bored of the Man United bias takes. Like, I can't say anything about Man United without someone saying it's just bias. Like, if this was pretty much any other team, I would probably have triple. And Broja versus King. I'm going to bench Broja. I think Broja's good. I'm glad I've got him now, but I'm going to play King. Oh, Christ, I've not saved my team. Jesus. Who said that? Who said that? Did you save your team? The Banny, thank you very much. I did not save my team. Imagine that. That would have been a nightmare. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, let's just check a few times. De Gea, Fernandes captain, Ronaldo vice, Broja, King, Dawson. I've still got Craig Dawson. What was I thinking? Okay, it's saved now. It's blanked out. You know what I should do? Oh, do you know what? I was going to hit the triple captain button. I realised it's only a minute to the deadline. I don't want to mess anything up. Just as a joke. Jesus, thank you very, very much. Imagine that. Would have been a nightmare. Hang on. I'm not going to have enough time now. Hang on. So you know FPL Salah on Twitter, right? By the way, he's doing amazing. Like top 1K. Goal 26%. Yeah, see, on the thing he posts about the anytime scorers, King is just slightly ahead of Broja. Honestly, I don't know why people keep saying the site's crashed. It's so boring every single week. You must have something else to do with your life than spam the chat with the website has crashed. Are we locked in? Are we actually locked in? Let me see. Because you always say that. We're not actually. Yeah, we're not locked in. We're not locked in. I mean, it is 11 o'clock, according to me. Let me see. Now it's locked. Now it's locked. Look, Broja over King. Look, maybe I'll regret it. Look, let's hope that Broja outscores King, because then you can all tell me it's Man United bias, etc., etc., etc. I'm hoping Southampton don't play quite as well as they did against Spurs. I did give the man that said that I hadn't saved my team a shout. It was Thabani. I think it was. Thabani the Homo. Thank you very much. I don't know what would have happened if I hadn't saved it. What would I'd already made the transfers, but Ronaldo would have still been my captain, I guess. That was lucky. That was lucky. Oh, Eduard starts. But the thing is, the deadline's gone now. I guess if you played it, then happy days. Happy days. Happy days. All right, thank you very much for... I would have started Broja. The thing is now, if Ronaldo outscores Bruno and Broja outscores King, then I'm going to be saying Thabani. I'm not happy with you. You could have just let me not save the team. Isn't it better to have the vice captain on a different player? Maybe. I don't think we should worry so much about that now. Maybe, but who would I put it on? I don't think Trossard. Yeah, maybe. Oh God! And now I've got to watch Man United. I forgot how depressing this day could be. Okay. All right, we're locked in. Thank you very much for joining me once again. Make sure to give the stream a like. Let's get to 2,000 likes. It'd be much appreciated. And hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. Good luck this week. Looking forward to next week already. Double game week 26. Let's hope for a big Man United score in the first game, because if they blank, if Ronaldo and Fernandes and De Gea are all blank, it's going to feel like week over straight away. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. The website I was using is the one I was using before is fpl.team. I'll spam it in the chat. This is the team this is the website I was using before to show my team and transfer stuff. Go and use it, right? It's a good website, good guy that made it. There you go. I think that's enough spam. Hang on. Someone just said Simon Stone has confirmed it. No, he hasn't. He hasn't. All right, I'm off anyway. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you again. When will I see you again? Probably Sunday. See you later.